10 years after he died in a violent confrontation with 7 Vancouver police officers, a public hearing into the death of Myles Gray has begun. There have been several investigations, and Gray's loved ones are hoping this time the officers will finally be punished. CTV's Ben Milger was there and joins us live with more. Ben?
Myles Gray's mother, Margie Reed, was the first witness to take the stand, testifying about how concerned she was for her son, who had wandered away from a job site earlier in the day. She phoned 911 to report him missing, and a short time later, a police officer told her Myles was dead. For Myles Gray's family, showing up at inquests and hearings into his death is never easy, but they say it's important.
I just want to honor him every day. And I just want to be here to show my support to my brother.
Myles Gray died in 2015 during a violent confrontation with 7 Vancouver police officers in a Burnaby backyard. The BC Prosecution Service chose not to file manslaughter and assault charges against the officers involved, despite IIO recommending them. A jury at a coroner's inquest ruled Gray's death a homicide. A Police Act investigation found no misconduct on the part of the officers, but the Police Complaints Commissioner ordered the public hearing because of, quote, discrepancies and inconsistencies in the police officers' statements.
If you are authorized to use force in the public interest, you ought to be accountable to the public for that use of force if somebody dies.
At the hearing, Margie Reed, Gray's mother, testified she collapsed to the ground screaming after learning of her son's death. A lawyer for one of the officers questioned her on Gray's alleged drug use. She acknowledged he had been using marijuana, but said she did not know when asked if he had been using steroids. A toxicology report showed no steroids in Gray's system. Ian Donaldson represents the Gray family and has limited participant status at the hearing, which he has applied to upgrade.
I made an application for what I'll call increased or enhanced participant status, which would permit me to cross-examine or examine witnesses, ask questions.
Lawyers for the 7 officers involved oppose the application, and arguments have not yet been heard. If the hearing finds any of the officers breached the Police Act, various discipline is available to the adjudicator, including dismissal. After previous investigations, Gray's sister is not confident that will be the result.
Why would they change now? The cops get away with whatever they want.
5 of the 7 officers involved attended the hearing in person today. 2 others were absent, apparently for medical reasons, but they had lawyers in the room. It's not yet clear if any of the officers plan to testify during the 10-week hearing. Mijang?
Thanks for this, Ben.